Hello, Reckoning7 here, and welcome back to Rule Waves 2 as our Austria-Hungary playthrough, where we are continuing on from last stream, where we were beating up France. And very well it went indeed, actually. We sank a whole number of battleships, and they're the only light cruisers they had in the Mediterranean. So now the kind of force facing us is very small indeed, so we've got 3 battleships left in the Med and a couple of light forces. And even in their home waters, they have another 3 battle cruisers and a light CV and a CVL, but that's about it. And obviously Germany as our ally is keeping them busy. So when am I going to build proper heavy cruisers? I don't know, I've got a few things on the shopping list first. So, and speaking of shopping list, we're not managing our budget very well. I say we, I mean I. So we are currently broke. We are just in the positive. I've also got a whole heap of so 3 refits and a construction battle cruiser. That is on the list to build, which we need to get done and out of the way. And then the next thing we're going to build is going to be a CVL conversion, just so we get that ticked off so we can then build those if we wish, using one of our Maros heavy cruisers, or armoured cruisers, depending what you call them. So yeah, so we'll have to try and haul a few more DDs. Yeah, we're okay. I do want them finished though, because we are getting them sunk. Because we don't, it's not like we're drowning in destroyers at the minute. And that said, the one thing I would quite like money for, and credit goes to NCKTBS or something like that, as a commenter on YouTube, who reminded me of the fact that you can request airplanes from your allies. So what I've been bemoaning about for quite some time is that we don't have a torpedo bomber. But what we do have is an alliance with Germany. And what they have is a torpedo bomber. And so we can get their 1922 version and buy a license for $1 million. So that's probably the first thing I want to spend money on. Hey, Grasswing, good to see you. The CLV conversion Vienna. Yes, I remember you from the last stream where you're saying you want the CVLs to be cities and the full carriers to be territories. I think that was the right way around. So we're going to have to get ourselves a little bit of money so we can buy ourselves a plane. So it's good. Part of the reason we're also spending more is that we've got a number of ships which are being repaired, and you do pay an extra, it's about 50% maintenance, I think it is, on repairs. So that's not helping our budget either. Cool, right. But on the plus side, war is pretty much done, so we'll probably get some fairly minor engagements. One thing we really want to trigger actually is the invasion of Corsica, because that's where a whole chunk of our money is going. That's 2,000 or 2 million, as I like to call it. I had factor of 1,000 onto all the money, so it seems like real bigger numbers. Yeah, every month just in kind of invasion planning, which would fund a whole bunch of stuff. So hopefully that fires, but we shall see. Enemy coastal raid. I think they're probably going to decline, to be honest, but we shall see. Oh, there you go. First off, and I'm wrong. Interesting. So all they've got is 3 battleships. Ah, of course, but the battle generator gives me 0 of my battleships. So despite, we've got our battle cruiser, I suppose, but despite our overwhelming superiority, we may come up short here. We'll see what we're up against. We'll not worry about it too much. We are nice and close to our ports if we do decide that we just want to run away. So let's just get you up to a nice casual 20 knots. We'll let her run a little bit until we see what we're up against. We've got float scouts and some airships. They'll do recon for us, even if we don't have any offensive capabilities from our airfields just yet. Maybe kick the speed up a little bit. It should slow down automatically whenever we find anyone. If we're going to find anyone. Interesting. Right, it's night time. Let's just turn everyone around, head back in the general direction of the port. See if we get any, well, we probably won't get any sightings, but if they start attacking anywhere, we'll get told about it. If not, this could be a very quiet first engagement. Oh, this could be interesting. Oh, okay, so not the ship you want to find enemies at night time as you being your battlecruiser. However, we do still have a destroyer screen, so I was being a bit casual, a bit cavalier, but it's not come to on just yet. So we'll keep our destroyers going straight ahead, run a screen, and we'll get our battlecruiser to pick up a little bit of speed and turn away, and we'll get these guys to pick up just a couple of knots. Meanwhile, we will send the rest of our light forces in that general direction. It may just be destroyers and things, which we're not that interested in fighting this time of night, because they're just going to fire torpedoes at us. Destroy them. I will if they're interesting. But, oh, they did not turn as I expected them to. Okay, that's fine. So we've found some light cruisers. Oh god, first shot and they hit my battle cruiser turret. I hadn't knocked it out though, so that's fine. And yeah, Lissa should quite happily demolish these guys. You guys kick up to squad max, see if you can get some torpedoes away. And you guys kick up to squad max, which isn't very fast because you're my old light cruisers. And you guys, my newer heavy cruisers, so we got a reasonable bit of speed. We'll all kind of converge in this area. Who is currently eating a bologna sandwich with mayo, making me jealous, man. I can't eat when I'm streaming. Oh, our destroyer is hit by a torpedo. That also makes me nervous, but other torpedoes in the water. We did indeed hit the light cruisers, but one with our big guns actually, which is nice. We'll probably lose this destroyer. I doubt we're going to get a torpedo solution just because of the speed everyone's going and we are not in front of them. Oh, we do have one. I consider myself corrected. So yeah, we'll fire off a salvo since you're probably going to go down, I'm afraid. One torpedo is usually enough to see off a destroyer. That looks pretty good. If we can swap a destroyer for a light cruiser, I'll take it. Yeah, you continue to turn away. I don't want to risk you to any torpedoes as close as we are to port. I think this Alga class may be at the end of its days. I'm wondering if this is actually a CL or if that's just a misidentified destroyer the way it's behaving. Definitely a torpedo there. Yes, thank you very much. What kind of tonnage are these? Okay. 5,000 tons. Yeah, a torpedo should probably sink that. 1915. Might get away with it. You never know. It's a bit of luck, so we'll maybe see if we can hit it a couple of times. Oh no, dead in the war. This thing is a goner. Right, what we'll do, how badly damaged are you? There might be a chance we could rescue this little destroyer. No. You are dead in 2 minutes. Yeah, so you can see, if anybody unfamiliar, flotation there, it's showing you what's left, essentially, 58. And that's our current rate of flooding, 37 per minute. Okay, so do you know what? Just, and because you're so sinking you can't even fire torpedoes. I was going to get you to like a vengeful, just a fire salvo at them. Okay. Yeah, there she goes. And Ulan did fire salvo. I don't know what you're firing at, 'cause if you're firing at the light cruiser you missed, and a bit of waste fire destroyers, but there you go. One more unidentified ship. Oh, lots of unidentified ships. That's interesting. What are you going to be? Let's get you to be line ahead. We'll give us kick up the speed. Are you just on your own salamander? You are. That's a larger French force than I was expecting. I think that's going to be another destroyer, to be perfectly honest. You go in the middle and see what happens. But will we please identify these people so we can throw some torpedoes at them? Your favourite game card is literally a personified Sega Neptune. It's 4 foot 9 inches. What game is that? I do not recognise that in the slightest. That's an AV. What are you doing? Right, let's just happily see that. So that's a seaplane tender. No, okay, you can't. The Zenta probably can, though. I'm not convinced that's the right angle, but we'll give it a go. I doubt you've got the solution on what you think is a light cruiser. Yeah. Do you know, just yob that in the water, because why not? We've got plenty of torpedoes, it might be close, you never know. Doesn't look like it. Nah, okay. Hyperdimension Neptunia. That isn't one I have not heard of. I'll go and have a nosy at that. For education reasons, if nothing else. So I would quite like taking this AV. These things will probably, it's probably get another 5,000 tons. It's not huge, but nice to kind of sink what we can. I suspect that's probably all the forces they have with them. My heavy cruiser is slightly further away and we'll go in a bit closer to the lights. Maybe getting the Novara? Are you guys still in line abreast? No, you're in screen. Okay, that explains the funny positioning. Not quite close enough. Where's your ship? Which I can't even remember which one was yours. She constantly nukes the fourth wall into nothing. Ah, it's nice that games are a bit self-aware. How aggressive do I want to be with these things? Relatively, actually. If we're chasing them, they can't fire torpedoes at us. At least not if we're chasing them head on. And actually, what is something I don't often do, and it's something to consider, which I haven't done yet, that when you are chasing someone head on, it makes a lot of sense to go line abreast, so that everyone has a better, clearer target of what they're aiming at. You remembered when you were the master of near misses. Those weren't near misses. Those were when I think those were the torpedoes that went straight through ships, were they not? Now we do have to be careful we don't sail our light cruisers into any torpedo salvos, because that would be unfortunate and irritating. No, I'll keep you guys buzzing around just in case something else occurs. Not that I'm expecting it, but I'd rather have you and not need you. Not have you. I'm actually going to slow you guys down. What speed's this thing going? Probably not very quickly. That looks a little dangerous. I'm going to pull away. Switch down this direction. Nope. Oh, no, in fact. Ah, you're okay. You're okay. I'll get you to go back on AI control. Buzz around with my battlecruiser as we micro the death of a few destroyers without getting ourselves killed. You can also go back in AI control and edge your way back to the formation. Do you join up with the heavy cruisers? They've got some protection. Oh, I didn't like the look of that. Stay away from you, my darkness destroyer. What time of day is it? Oh, it's nowhere near morning. Yeah, I'm tempted just to leave them alone. As fun as it is to chase after them, all it takes is one mistake and a torpedo from a destroyer, and it's not going to be worth it. Seaplane tender is not an interesting enough of a prize, I don't think. Oh, I was not paying attention. I just sailed into the middle of a destroyer, and I could very well take the blooming thing I was avoiding. Don't know why that's saying 0, but okay. See if we can get out of here without being hit. We should be okay actually, since we're crossing their T. Or not crossing T, we're going through the middle of a bloom formation. And we're off. What if Austria had an actually good army? Oh, come on. We should ram the destroyer. Well, that's one way to kill a destroyer. Should be okay. Oh wow, took almost no damage at all. I thought it would be like pretty badly mauled, but apparently not. Good to know. I don't know. I mean, you look at. I don't think it would have made that much of a difference, to be honest. I think there's an elements of, you know, the First World War essentially being, you know, a fully industrial war. When you look at the combined might of the Entente, especially when supplemented by the US, then I don't think the Central Powers are ever really going to win. Unless they got some kind of crazy early knockout blow. Let's take out the D-Day. Well, actually, fair point. I was thinking this guy was going to be in trouble, seeing as I just sailed through him. He is also stopped. I think, I mean, he looks dead in the water. You have detached. Can you hit him with a torpedo since you're here? Do you have any left? No. Ah, yeah, I think your mounts might have been damaged. That's okay, because we have 3 more on the way. Who are essentially sailing on top of each other for whatever reason. Here you go. One should do it. He says confidently. Watch out. So, well, actually, I said one should do it. It could go under it. Yeah, there you go. Look, he's not moving. He's on fire. I'm pretty sure he's dead. Alright, I think it's just time to go home. We're going to waste our time a little fight. Yeah, we did win. Not that there was much of a prize here, but yeah. Oh. The destroyer came back. Yeah, just everybody can go home. What do we get? Light cruiser. No light cruiser, just 2 destroyers. That's fine. Oh no, that one's ours. Ah yeah, 1 light cruiser and 1 destroyer for what? For one of our own. Fine, I'll take that. Alright, can you stop being hang on. Stop being on AI control and go home, please. Should you just submit your assignment and call it? Oh, if it's good. Yeah, why not? I know, but there is a thing in, well, I hear people talk about art. I don't do art. I have no artistic bones in me. Where, you know, we say a piece is never finished. You just gets to the point where it's good enough. People just working it. So maybe if you're happy with it, just call it a day. You're listening to Prussian Glory arrangement on piano. Nice. I do wish. I might have to look into it if there's some better copyright-free music I can get my hands on. But rightly so. A lot of music is copyrighted and musicians deserve their reward, but it's frustrating when it means I can't use it for background music on YouTube. Why is this not over? Oh well, I'll take a sip of victory tea while I'm waiting. Oh, thanks, Grasswing. I appreciate that. Maybe I should copyright it. Right, we don't care about what the remnants of their fleet. It's just we've had enough. It wasn't a real battle. Oh, this is just. I'll be even the rest of their guys going home. It's a long way home for them. Now, if we had torpedo bombers, we'd be attacking them on the way. You've submitted it, nuclear. Nice. Hope that's a good outcome for you. When do you find out your results? It's anything like uni over here. It's usually like, I don't know, months and months after it's done. Right. I have no idea why this engagement isn't ending. You'll have critique this Wednesday. Okay. She says you're going to get an A. Plus you did the extra credit too. Nice. Oh, you're killing it. I find art must be a very tricky one to, you know, to grade. I was very much a sciencey type of guy. It's easy because there's a right answer in that. You know, have a problem, use kind of these formulas or these theories, you get an answer. It's either right or it's wrong. I mean, okay, you can get, if you get hard into theoretical stuff, there's not the same, but also you don't start that when you're first uni. But art's all subjective. One person's A could be another person's F. So congrats on doing good art and doing what the teacher likes. So double plus. Anyway, right, engagement done. Like Cruiser and Destroyer for Destroyer as expected. Bit of a non-event. You want me to get some more subs? Yes, so where am I on subs? I want more resources for an offensive that will shift the strategic initiative. No. You haven't even invaded yet. I'm not giving you money. Our submarine, the SSCU-38, has torpedoed and sunk the French battleship the Solferino. So for those of you who haven't seen that part of the Streamlit episode, the Solferino was the torpedo-dodging battleship of our previous engagement with France, which I think we watched 6 torpedoes just go straight through it to no effect. So this feels like karma indeed. It's the game catching up with us. That's made my evening, that has. We've got 43 subs, I think. Weeboo. I think that's okay. Unless that's counting some Germans, I'll have to check my own ones in a minute. Okay, subs. How many do we have? Yeah, we've got 43. I think that's a healthy number. I don't think we'll need to build anymore, especially as we've got no money. Repairs finishing, which will save us up, frees up a bit of cash, and these things are still 6 months away. You want to rename one Sneaky Boy? Well, what was that? That's 38. It said. You know, can you rename your subs? Submarines. You 38. There you go. Oh, you can. There you go. Ask and ye shall receive. All the people that like to do the role playing on YouTube are getting angry with me now. But anyway, let's have a little bit of fun. Yeah, they deserved after sinking a battleship. I mean that Solferino. I'm slightly disappointed I don't get to sink Solferino myself actually after the pain she caused me, but at least she is sunk. Can't believe this is the final week of your class and you feel like you could learn so much more. So you can take a digital video class. Well, as long as you're continuing with the same teacher, then you can always sneakily ask questions about the previous subject. It's good that you're so keen on her. It's always a good relationship to have. Kills one battleship and whatever else. Yeah, probably just merchants. But hey, taking out a battleship, that's not what I've asked them to do, but I'll take it. That's good going. Right, we're still saving up to get our million to buy a torpedo bomber, unless our scientists make a breakthrough. Yeah, and we've got repairs finishing, which will free up some cash, and we'll get these done. Right, fine. Let's not overthink it. In a minute, let's try progress. Here we go. This is what we're talking about. Invasion battle. Excellent. So our biggest enemy here is probably going to be the land aircraft. Okay, randomly starting with not enough ammo. It is midnight. Hey. Like the U-47 sinking the Royal Oak. Yeah, I mean, I can't remember the number either. Again, that was very much an outlier, wasn't it? I think this is going to be a surprisingly easy battle, actually. So, wow, we have our full fleet out, which is good, but also makes me a little bit nervous because it's a lot of targets for aircraft on the way out. So we'll have to watch the dawn and our positioning. So they have, okay, so we get air bases north and south of Corsica and all along the south coast. As long as we can kind of, we probably want to try and get our transports in and get most of our fleet down, so we're at least only in one airfield range. Then I think we can manage that. So let's head our. It is dark, so we're going to head in with our cruisers first. I don't really think our battleships are going to get very involved, to be perfectly honest. What we got back here? We'll get our heavy cruisers to pick up a little bit of speed. And again, we'll keep our battle cruisers just kind of at the side and the back. And we'll get these guys just chugging along slowly behind the lines. Where's our fleet here? Okay. We're probably going to have to suffer one day's worth of air attacks. We've got a reasonable amount of AA, not great, but it's okay. If we all kind of cluster together, that should help. But I suspect to take the odd torpedo. Thankfully, with Sardinia in our control, we're not too far from home. If and when we need to retreat. Nucleusing, you enjoyed the Solfino going down. Yeah. It's not often the game delivers such nice, succinct karma moments as that. I don't even know if the French have come out to play. I don't know, battle cruisers, why don't you hang around with the actual transports? In case they're trying to do something sneaky. Up speed a notch. Unknown ship, where are you? Oh, right here. Okay. Get you guys to break. We'll put you onto independent control. Line ahead is grand, and you're just going to keep going line ahead. See what we have found. After the war, get some cheap 1,000-ton escort destroyers with 2 5-inch guns forward and aft, 2 triple torque tubes, and extra depth charge. Do you not like my 1,500-ton ones? I quite like them. Although they don't have double mounts, which is what I really wanted. Which we do now have a tech for. That ship just turned in an absolute dime. We do have the lead on it now. What are you? I think you're going to be a merchant ship. The way you are oddly turning and running away from me. Could we identify him, please? Ah, stand corrected. It was a destroyer. Like the Samuel B. Roberts. I'm assuming that's the type of ship. And not one I know off the top of my head, I'm afraid. Without... well, no, we had... oh, quintuple, yeah, we've only got the quads. Right, I need to watch I don't take a torpedo to my heavy cruisers here. Which we shouldn't do. This thing should be melting away. Yeah, there we go. Oh! Oh, that went down quick. I don't think many people got out of that one, I'm afraid. I went under in like a minute. A destroyer that fought like a battleship. I'll have to go and Google that. There is, do you know what? It's one thing watching the likes of Tortuga and Historical Gamer on some of the stuff they do. Not only this, but the War of the Sea stuff they do. The between them and the chat, the naval knowledge is supreme, and there's so much interesting like tidbits from naval history, just from like 1900 onwards. Like, how do these people know so much? I was subscribed to the kind of fact that I know just enough, know that I don't know nearly enough. I don't know nearly enough, yeah. Or something like that. Or was that with Johnson? Well, you can't be giving me false information. Twitch chat's not allowed to lie. The rules. Right, now we're just gonna bob around here a little bit. Back. Back. This is only the game that's a little bit finicky. And you're kind of waiting for a bit of action. We're up to, ooh, 5 in the morning. We're going to be getting there. It comes. Man, our transports are slow. Okay, you've confirmed Samuel B. Roberts. Good. Well, there we go. That's going to be my late night googling this evening. Ironically, that's how I end up learning like most stuff through like games and things. Usually, you're playing something, you see an interesting name or an interesting battle, and you go in, read up on it, and go, "Oh, what was that all about?" Most of my American Civil War knowledge came after playing or during playing Ultimate General Civil War, because you're intrigued about learning about the thing you're redoing. So I have surprisingly good geographical knowledge of Europe in 1444. Aha, a ship. See, you are lurking near my transports. I see you. Who are you? You're having a go at me. Oh, a battle cruiser. You guys should probably go a bit faster than 16 knots. Right, battleships. Let's start heading off in this direction to kind of cut him off. Although you guys are so slow. You know which one it is? Oh wow, he's well, trading 2 for 1 at the minute. We've scared him off though. Nervous sights an unknown ship. That's literally the ship you guys sunk. Oh no, it's not a ship you sunk earlier. Another one. Okay. I was gonna have a go at you there, Minerva. I take it back. Right, you guys just run this battlecruiser off the engagement. You guys don't get roiled too much in this engagement. That engagement, I should say. Another destroyer. Well, he shouldn't be long for all. It's pretty good 6 inches, I think we've got here. Well, not that great. 12. It's okay. And they're all casemated. I think I've gone far too casemate heavy in my run so far. I was afraid of the 20% rate of fire hit you get from turrets, but to be honest, turrets firing 20% slower are much better than casemate. Okay, another unidentified ship. It's fine. Ships don't have to worry too much about. It's the aircraft. But nothing's happened just yet, although I expect they'll be on their way. So we're in the range of 2 bases at the minute. Bases still are relatively small. Hey, we're landing some big heavy hits on this thing. I think enough to scare it away, certainly. Oh, hello. What are you guys up to, just hiding in here? Let's get you guys. Why don't you go deal with these little hideaways, and you can come join in as well. Yeah, you can do that, destroyer. We'll be the good guys here. Here to liberate Corsica from the perfidious French. Oh. You guys got a little bit keen. Come home, please. Are you really battle cruisers? I mean, it's possible. Yeah, I think at this range we're going to be fairly confident of the size, if nothing else. Okay. You guys going a bit quicker. It's a shame I didn't notice that earlier. That's prime place for torpedo people when they have no ability to turn away. Oh, who we got here? The Cayman and the Requiem. Both we have faced before and sunk before. Let's see if we can't do it again. We have a lot of heavy guns on our side. And they are trapped. So bring you guys over, protect the convoy. Our brave Austrian troops. There's a patrol boat spotted us. That's to be expected. Now you guys don't have any torpedoes. You do though. Ooh. What's happened here? Why have you guys split up? I was expecting someone to have taken a hit that turn. You're saying 8% damage. 2%. I'm not sure why they decided to split formation there. They should lock up their battleships and battlecruisers. Yes, they should. And this is going to be no different. Right. Who have we got down here? Perfect. Let's go and cut off this angle. I perhaps wish you weren't quite so split up into groups, but I'll make do. It's just because I'm lazy and don't want to micromanage so much. Okay, we're continuing to hit them with, well, 4-inch and 6-inch. That's not going to do too much. Now it looks taking a bit of damage. Not too bad though. Taking a fair number of heavy hits. Yeah, all of which have penetrated your fairly light armour. Those nice triple turrets though. I do like that as Austria, the triple turrets are cool. You guys are just here to buy some time until the bigger guns arrive, which they have started to do. And you go turn back in there, I dare you. Whoa. Fools! Oh, Cayman may have registered his mistake. It may be far too late for that. Crank up the speed, lads. Hey, he must be some of my older destroyers. Where are you gonna go? Oh, he might escape. Alright, well, we split them at least. And even then, got you trapped down here. No, I think this is going to go very well. I'll get you too far away from the main fleet. You're obviously having some engine trouble, so just see if you can't pull yourself away a little bit. It's never quite good to be chasing into them, but as we can survive long enough to get close, and that's all that we need to do. You are running out of room, as are you. Don't turn away. Okay, we might have an angle of torpedoes soon. We'll check here actually. Turel. Yeah, you're quite happy with that. You fire those off. Give an angle? Yeah, just get some fish in the water. Ah! Well, price you pay when you go on destroyer charges. Right, do you guys have an angle because he has absolutely nowhere to go. Turn that way. Oh, oh. This looks good. This looks very good. Yeah, Cayman is going to die today. Before we come down and have a look at that, let's see if you get. You might have an angle. Nah, I don't want. No, that's a terrible idea. Keep going in that direction. You will definitely have one next minute. Right, come on. None of this French luck. One. Just one. Ooh. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. Let's not get greedy. One's a good start. Yeah, it is major. Yeah. I just feel like it should have been more, but so be it. I mean, what? I mean, one's not going to sink it. 20,000 tons. It's smaller than I thought it was going to be. Still, one's not going to sink it, but start putting the damage in, especially as we start hitting it with all these heavy guns. Right. Meanwhile, let's see if you guys can get the job done instead. Not convinced that's going to work. So I think the reckon's going to turn. Okay. See if you guys can't spin around and get another salvo off. Do you only have one torpedo? Are you my really, really old ones? No, you're not that old. Oh, okay, but it's just, yeah, sub ones, which are one at a time. Probably chose the wrong ships to make this charge at. That's alright, we'll fire off these and then we'll pull you guys out. And unfortunately, we are going to have to end episode there. But the invasion of Corsica is well underway, and we've even managed to corner a few French battleships to boot. If you do want to find out how both those things resolve, then you are going to have to catch the next episode. As ever, this was taken from a Twitch live stream. If you're interested in getting involved in the action, then there's a link in the description below. Otherwise, I do hope you have enjoyed this episode, and I'll catch you all in the next one.